Welcome to the Shit Slinky Made Me Watch. I'm your host, KC. Here was another shitty review about shitty horror films recommended by that sumbitch Slinky. Here to talk to you about Blood Freak, released in 2020, and this is a remake of the classic 1972 film, directed by Daniel Boyd and Tim Gross. For those of you that do not know who Tim is, he is the co-founder of Grossfest, the independent horror convention. If you have not checked that out, I highly recommend that you do. Now back on to the film. This movie obviously is a very low budget film, maybe even no budget at all. I'm not sure exactly, so I will take that into consideration. But it did have some pretty shaky camera work going on. And at the very beginning of the story, you got Herschel that meets up with this girl. It's all about JC, and he goes to help her out because her car is broken down. And they basically go back to this party where there's alcohol and coke and there's drugs everywhere. There's craziness going on. A temple filled with dicks and weed is even mentioned. Lots of funny stuff. I mean, they do not take themselves too seriously at all. That's what really helps this film, because they know that what they're making exactly. I mean, it's not meant to be a film to take seriously. It's a horror comedy 100%. There are some breaks throughout the film where you have this guy that's basically breaking down what's going on. He's this drug addict that's drinking and whatnot. That was pretty enjoyable to see. It kind of like keeps the movie going at a good pace, and nice little breaks here and there where this guy's just basically breaking down the film. I did enjoy that. The biker I mentioned at the beginning, Herschel, he has now found this new light where he is all against drugs and has like no want to do anything like that. And this girl basically is like peer pressuring him into that and calls him a chicken, which pisses him off a lot. And he basically just pushes this chick into the pool and starts smoking on a joint. That was pretty funny. One of the actors stood out above the rest of them. His name in the film was Pops. He was just awesome, great acting, and just like a really funny guy, but does it so seriously and like doesn't laugh, or it just seems like so real. I really enjoyed his role. The main character Herschel gets addicted to the devil's lettuce and ends up agreeing to do some experiments with the scientists at the turkey lab, which ends up making him eventually turn into this half man, half turkey, crazy killer thing. It was awesome. There was another character I liked a lot. His name was Fast Eddie in the film, played by Todd Wolfson. He was really good, but just gone way too soon. I wish he would have got a little more screen time. But there are so many characters in this film that you kind of don't really care about who dies. That's one downside about it. But overall, the moral of the story of this entire movie is don't do drugs. Okay? Drugs are bad, shouldn't do them, and I did like that. That's a great anti-drug message for this film. But overall, this movie had some decent acting. It was written really well. It moves at a good pace where you don't really get bored. A good thing to watch around like Thanksgiving even. It's low budget gold. Definitely something I would recommend to watch. Overall, for this one, I give it 3 shit stains. Case says, check it out. I don't believe this film is available online, but if you do want to check out Drunken Yinzer Productions. There'll be a link in the description if you want to grab a copy. I'll be back next time with a commentary on Shark Exorcist. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Stay classy, folks.